Okay, Coach, before we talk about the upcoming season, let's take a look back at 2017. How special was that for you and your team, particularly those seniors, to get back to the NCAA Division II Nationals for the first time in 13 years?
It was a big deal, and it was exciting for them, and myself included. But to, beginning of the year, the coaches had kind of picked us high in the conference, and then to be able to maintain that as the year went on, to end up getting second place in the conference, which was the second time since I've been here that we've done it. That in itself was a great thrill. And then a couple weeks later, running the regional championships, the guys ran very well, finished fourth. We were only less than, 10 points away from finishing second, which would have been an automatic opportunity to qualify for nationals, but we got in on the at-large bid, and it was just a great experience for the 5 seniors that were able to compete in the meet.
And now you return 10 lettermen from that team, and among those returners are senior co-captains Isaac Overmeyer and Luke Lair. What can you tell us about the role they'll play this year?
Big deal. They've right now in practices, they're leading the workouts by a decent amount, and we're gonna need their leadership because we have a little bit younger squad than previous years, and just their ability so far in the first couple weeks of practice has been nice with them taking over.
And what do you expect from those veterans, some of those to be your consistent point getters in 2018?
Again, Luke and Isaac need to be our 1-2 guys right now and need to be near the front in a lot of the meets that we're competing in if we're to have a successful year. Then we're going to be counting on some guys that were not in the top 7 last year. Could be junior, from Duluth East, Kendall Hill. We've got Jake Kluver, who's been injured the last couple years, a junior from Buffalo, who it would be nice if he snuck in that top 7. Owen Smalley last year was kind of an 8-9 guy for some of the meets as a sophomore, so if he's in that mix too. And, it sounds like, and there'll be others also. Some of the freshmen may sneak in there this year, which is not a normal occurrence, but since we have so many openings, they might be able to crack that top 7, as the year goes on. It's a little bit longer season this year, so we'll see what transpires.
And you mentioned your 2018 roster does include 8 freshmen. I know you said one of them is going to be redshirted, but any of those newcomers do you envision having an immediate impact?
Probably. And so, without naming names, it's some have looked really good in practice so far. And as I kind of said before, in the past, they'd have a hard time cracking that, top 7 group, but there are the openings because so many guys have graduated. I can't guarantee they're going to be in there because of the, last year, a key factor with the team was the depth that we had. And so the guys that were 8 through 12 weren't that far from cracking the top 7. So again, hopefully they're going to be there too, but I just have a feeling, a couple of freshmen just might sneak in there by the end of the year, and it wouldn't be a surprise, and it wouldn't be, negative to any of the returning guys. It's just, that's the way I can see it occurring.
And then you elected this year not to run on the Labor Day weekend, opting instead to open your season 1 week later. In this case, it's Thursday afternoon. Any particular reason for that change? Part
of it is that this year is an NCAA festival year, which means that all fall sports, except for football, I believe, have the national championships the same weekend in the same city. So in our case, the national championships are going to be December 1st. And basically the season for the conference meet, the NCAA region, and the NCAA championships are all 2 weeks later than normal. So we have the opportunity to start a little bit later. So we're hopefully peaking at the end of the year and not peaking in September. So it worked out well this year to have a nice little local 5K early in the year, not have to go on the road. We're able to do a very hard workout on Saturday morning along the shores of Lake Superior on the Grandma's course. So it actually fit the schedule really well.
And then the NSIC coaches in their annual preseason poll have the Bulldogs pegged for a 3rd place conference finish after they placed 2nd 1 year ago. What do you think of that forecast?
The positive thing is that, it's great that the coaches have that much respect for our program and that they expect us to, finish 3rd again. On the flip side, having lost 5 guys out of the top 7 from last year, that is not going to be an easy task to achieve. Not giving things away, but Augustana, who's the 9-time defending champion, they're really tough. they're going to be very difficult to knock off. Sioux Falls they're going to be strong again this year. They're really, really strong at the top. If their depth comes in, they're going to be a very difficult team to beat. 3 through 6 or 7, we're all kind of the same, I think. It depends on who has the good day, who stays injury free. With ourselves, Minnesota State, Mankato, Minnesota State University Moorhead, University of Mary, Concordia St. Paul's tough in that mix too. That we'll just see what happens coming the end of the year. If we're healthy, I like where we're going to be, but we need to be healthy, and we're going to be younger than normal. But I think the extra couple weeks of the season will help with the extra training to get us where we need to be to hopefully achieve the goal of what the coaches have put, or at least with them saying that they have us pegged at third right now.